Hey there, future international students. Welcome back to Sunshine Fortunes Education, your go-to channel for all things related to studying abroad. I'm Gunjan Malhotra, and today we are diving into one of the most important topics for anyone dreaming of studying in the USA. So today we are going to discuss about how to avoid student visa refusals for USA. We all know that getting a student visa can be a nerve-wracking process, but don't worry. Today I'm going to share some insider tips to make sure you have the best chance of getting that coveted visa approved. So if you are ready to turn your American dream into reality, let's jump right in. First things first, let's talk about the basics. Before you even step foot in the embassy, you need to understand what US student visa, specifically the F1 visa, entails. The F1 visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows you to study in the US at an accredited institution. Your primary purpose in the US must be education. Your primary purpose in the US must be education. So make sure that's clear in your application and your interview. I repeated it twice. Okay, so remember that the visa interview is not about your qualifications, it's also about your intent. The consular officer needs to be convinced that you intend to study in the US and then return to your home country after completing your education. Your motto should be education and not immigration. Tip number one, show that you are academically prepared. The US is known for its high academic standards, so the consular officer will want to see so that you are ready to take on this challenge. Make sure your academic transcripts, test scores, and letters of recommendations are in order and reflect your ability to succeed in a US institution. If your academic history is solid, it will strengthen your case and make the officer more confident in your intentions. Tip number two, be financially prepared. Studying in the US can be expensive, and the consular officer needs to be sure that you can actually afford it. You'll need to provide evidence of sufficient funds to cover your tuition, living expenses, and other costs. This could be in the form of bank statements, loan approval letters, or scholarship awards. Make sure these documents are up to date and accurate. Remember, the US government wants to know that you won't have to work illegally to support yourself, so clear financial evidence is crucial. Tip number three, be crystal clear about your intentions. During the interview, the officer will ask why you chose the US, what programs you are studying, and what your plans are after graduation. Prepare answers that highlight your academic and career goals. Show that you have done your research on the university and the program and that they align with your long-term objectives. More importantly, reassure the officer that you plan to return to your home country after completing your studies. This is where a strong connection to your home country, like family ties, job prospects, or property ownership, can come in handy. Tip number four, practice, practice, and practice. The visa interview is your moment to shine, so be prepared to confidently answer any questions thrown at your way. So we have already made some videos linked to the visa interview. Do watch them. Familiarize yourself with common questions and practice your responses. Keep your answers clear and concise and avoid giving too much information that might raise unnecessary red flags. And don't forget to dress the part. First impressions matter, so look professional and arrive at embassy early. Tip number 5. Honesty is the best policy. It's tempting to embellish your answers or hide certain facts, but the consular officers are trained to spot inconsistencies and falsehoods. If you are caught lying or misrepresenting information, it's an automatic visa denial and it can seriously affect your chances of getting any future visas. So always be truthful, even if the truth isn't perfect. Before we wrap up, here are a few more quick tips. Maintain a positive attitude during the interview. Avoid memorized speeches and be ready to explain any gaps in your educational history or inconsistencies in your application. Also, remember that the decision is ultimately in the hands of the consular officer. So, if you do everything right but still get denied, don't lose hope. You can always reapply after addressing the issues that led to the refusal. And there you have it, folks. With these tips, you're well on your way to a successful US student visa application. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Sunshine Fortunes Education for more tips on studying abroad. Remember, the journey to studying in the US is just beginning, and we are here to help you every step of the way. If you too are interested in studying in US or any of the good countries, you can feel free to contact our team. Our contact details are mentioned below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.